Hello, everyone. I am here from Toronto. I know I'm not in the studio. Things don't look as good. Um, you know, it is what it is. We're trying to get to the content from wherever we are, no matter. We're back at it. Please, before I take this one away, like, subscribe, hit up all the socials, go down in the description. It's all there. It is all there. Okay. New Juventus sweater. I know it's an older one. Got a bit of discount, but go to my favorite footy store here in the city whenever I come to visit. Yeah, give me like $30 off. It's the yellow Juve Adidas sweater. Simple. It's good. Good to go. All right, guys. It is the Derby Della. I do understand because I'm on my headphones today. The quality is just not going to be as good as it normally is, so I do apologize. Like I said, I'm just trying to make it work. Have some fun. That's the most important thing. We're here to root on Juve at the Derby, looking for the points. Got to have the points, guys. Absolutely. All right. So I understand it's a little bit more of a rush today because I'm actually in a rush. I just snuck in here, got everything I needed done today. Yeah, you can see all the old Italian. It's blurred out, but you can see all the old Italian furniture in one of my parents' spare bedrooms here. It's okay. I mean, they got a desk with the spare monitor. It works perfectly. It's good. A little ugly, but works. All right, so pop on. Look at the starting lineups, and we'll jump right into this one, guys. Okay, here we go. So, classic 4-2-3-1 for Juve. Perdita net today. Cambiaso, Kalulu, Gatti, Sabona. Not bad, not bad. Third M, Locatelli. Good as well. Yildiz, Coop, Weah getting the start over Conceição today. And of course, no other than Vlahovic, because there is nobody else. It is what it is, guys, right? So here we go. On to Torino. Paolo Vanoli's Torino. First time, I mean, for both of us, these two coaches in the Derby, brand new format. It's big. They're excited. They want to see what's going on with their teams in this big intercity Derby. But they have a 3-5-1-1 with Milinkovic, Savic, and net, Messina, Belukiewicz, and Coco. In the midfield, they have Arvici, Messi, Illich, and Pedersen. In the slot, you got Vlasic and Sanabria up top as a lone striker. So there you go. 4-3-2-1 versus 3-5-1-1. So if you caught us on Thursday, we did go over the predictions. We did pregame this one a little bit. And I'm trying to think what Dash and Dave said. But I'm feeling a 2-0. We're gonna get 2-0. We're at home. We gotta break the home curse. Let's go with the 2-0. I don't know if that's what I saw last time, but I'm going with it today. NASA Power from Dal, of course. The NASA Power, we're shooting to the stars with the command yield is. Also, Alessandro Del Piero, 50th birthday. So, they're wearing the NASA shirts. I'm pretty sure those are the NASA shirts. Oh man, okay, let's get a close up. I am almost confident because they have the patches, the US and Italy patch down the side on the arm there. Interesting. I'm really not surprised. Took me a little bit for a surprise, but now that I think of it, it's NASA Juve. Again, if you did not catch the show on Thursday, we had a fun one. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. We're just kind of making fun of things. I know a lot of you guys do actually like the NASA collab. It's just watch the show. It's definitely a poofy jacket. Yes, I see the two badges. That is the NASA jacket. It's just like, where's the NASA branding though? Okay, I'm sorry. I won't go on about it. I already had my piece. That's all in the back. I see it now. It's all good, guys. Doesn't matter. It's all fun and games. Dal though, in with 4-0. All right, man. Yield is definitely scoring. How about your boy Vlahovic? And doing the delay celebration yet? What's with the Chris mic? This is just my headset. I do have to get a better on the road headset. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, I did have a better one that I let somebody borrow, and then I found out he's one of those people that never gives things back. He just steals everything. So I'm sorry. To be honest, I didn't think I was even going to be able to do this. So I mean, bear with me. I'm sorry. I hope it's not that bad. The Sean Hattie. Yeah, I've listened to myself when I've been on with this my earpieces. Not the best. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best. Borrow it back. All of my guy. No, of course, of course. No, what it is that I don't want to even talk to that guy anymore. So it's one of those things. Okay, I will get the scoreboard up. I did get that running last minute. It's not as pretty as it normally is, but it's gonna work, and that's the important thing today. Just get all my things ready here at the stage. Bam, there's the scoreboard. Ooh, there's a little problem with that, isn't there? Let's fix that up. How's this look? How does this look? Better. Okay. You can actually see the full score now. That's the important thing. So it's there. We got it going. Anthem. Ooh, love it. The Juve Stadium Alliance in full song right now, singing the anthem, and it sounds fabulous. Okay, let's get underway. Gonna sync up 15 seconds, put on the clock, link up at that point. Update. Okay, 15 seconds. And we're about ready to go here. Get my screens all set up. And again, thank you everyone for joining with me today from this live from Toronto stream. Yeah, all the advertisement for the NASA on the sidelines as well. And here we go. We're going. Again, syncing at 15-second mark. Okay, synced up, guys. We're underway. This chair, though, is not gonna feel good in a couple hours. I can tell you that. I can tell you that much. Chiro saying sick hat, bro. This is actually a hockey brand. It's called Gong Show. It's a bear playing hockey. Very Canadian of me, I know. Honestly, I went into Lids. I needed a new hat. I was on the road and I'm like, oh man, I need a new hat. And I go to Lids, and of course, everything there is so expensive. And then I found this. It was the cheapest one in the store. I'm like, this is nice. I get it. Over the top of laughter, she's chasing it down and not getting on the end of it. So again, Pinoli, new coach here for Torino now that Yurch has left. Compy also doing well there, just to harass and putting that ball back off the rope. Man, the advertising is real today. Look at that big prime cooler sitting on the sidelines. Did they actually lose? I don't. I've been running around all morning and I missed it. Uh, yeah, what was the score on that? Actually, I can just probably bring it all up on FOTMOB, but Thuram with lots of space on the left side here. And just ruined the cross at the end. City loses 2-1 to Brighton. Okay. The downfall of City? No Pedri, no City? Or Rodri. No Rodri, no City. Sorry, the other Spaniard midfielder. I had both of them on my FIFA team last year. Just all the Spanish in the midfield. And kudos to my dad. Made me a nice Americano before I started. Give me something to sip on. Liverpool and Aston Villa about to start as well in a few minutes. I did get to see some of the jerseys. So, guys, I did actually find the second kit at the store here in Toronto, but there was one 12 to 14-year-old and two like 14 to 16-year-olds. Okay, Luca and Rita is asking why we're so far behind. So, what happens? First of all, I'm in Canada, so by the time it comes to Fubo TV and relays to me, there's a delay. Then, um, then there's the whole YouTube delay. So probably about 30 seconds or so, honestly. That's why I'm so far behind. There's honestly, there's no way. Yeah, but it's okay. So you're saying it's on Fubo as well? YouTube. I guess there's that much of a delay with YouTube. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. It's one of those things that unless you're like right from the stadium and you're in a broadcast booth, and even they actually have a 2 minutes. Okay, let me refresh. Thank you for letting me know. Sometimes Fubo actually does do this, and you are correct. I am well behind. Thanks for pointing that out, and I will resync everything up because, yeah, that is that's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, that is a lot. And we're just about to sync up again at the 5 minute mark. Okay, there we go. Thank you. So no, that part was not the delay. That was Fubo being Fubo. It's hasn't done that to me in a while, but of course, today's the day. So thank you very much, Luca. Okay, so obviously I just missed a couple minutes there. No goals, nothing crazy there. So thankfully, Coop getting the feed on the left. There seems to be space on this left side so far. Nice to Vlahovic. Okay. All right. All right. Dash is taking tabs on that one off Vlahovic. Whiffed it. He whiffed it, guys. I'm sure we'll see that one again. I'm still 2 minutes behind. I'm at 6 minutes right now. I'm definitely as far forward as I can at this point. I'm sorry if that's just the delay today, then I guess that's the delay today. So on the left side, once more, Yildiz crosses, doesn't find anybody. All the way out for a throw. You're on 7:55. That's a minute and a half. Wow. I'll reset again and see where we are. I gained like 5 seconds. I'm sorry. uh, it's funny because now that I'm in Toronto, you'd think I'd be closer to where everything gets broadcast. A source, I guess not. My parents use those I don't know if it's Google Nest or whatever, those things you plug into all your walls. I wouldn't be surprised if that causes a couple seconds delay, but it shouldn't be that much. Weah slips now. What is the pitch wet or just can't stay on their feet? Let's check out the weather. Is it raining today? It is the season. No, cloudy. Humidity. Maybe got a little bit wet there. The players struggling to stay on their feet. Okay, I can resync this a little bit better. But it's not what we're looking for, Luca. I'm sorry. Not what we're looking for. I got you 4 seconds. Trying our best. Yeah, that is a challenge with live stream. It doesn't matter who you are. If your feed's just slow, it's just slow. Pray to the internet gods that maybe they throw you a bone. Torino, though, attempting into the box, very lackluster, and you may have zero problem just collecting that and moving it up. Savona now. Savona's making a name for himself. Wasn't super hot on him to begin with, but as he's getting more minutes and more experience, I find he's just making those small little improvements as he goes, which is beautiful to see. It's what you want to see from a youngin, 21-year-old right back. Yeah, it's just beautiful. You're trying. You should have come to the U of A club watch party. You know what? I was actually thinking about doing that. Um, yeah, I wasn't even going to do this live at all today, and I'm only in Toronto once or twice a year. I'm actually in Richmond Hill, so I'm not right in Toronto. To be fair, I just say Toronto because most people around the world won't know the little boroughs around the city. But I have actually meant to do that. It's just every time I come, family, so much is going on, and that's why I am in Toronto this weekend. Spend some time with the family and do all that stuff. So I'm literally sneaking this in. I'm off. I'm off to the races right after this. I will actually be passing the Juventus Toronto Training Center for what it's worth. Torino currently with it, just holding the ball along the back line. Fairly high press from Juve without too much overcommitment. So, Luke, I'm assuming you are from Toronto then as well. Whereabouts, if you don't mind, uh, where is the watch party? Where do you guys hold that? Just so next time if I do come down, I can perhaps organize something. I'll probably be down at Christmas time. Woodbridge. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's not even too far coming from Richmond Hill. All right. Is that? Where's it? I can't think of the name of it now. Is it where like all the Whoppy stuff is? Like all the like super Italian stuff, the gelato. Uh, uh, I know I've been there. I've been to that area, and I just can't think of the name. Yeah, I'll definitely. I've been meaning to. It's something I really want to do. I just I need to plan better, have more time, more than a couple days. Yeah, for sure. We'll do that. I think it'll be fun, and maybe even set up a live watch along at the Juve club there. That'd be great. I also know there's a Juve cafe in Toronto. I've seen commercials for it on, I think, City TV. It's another place I want to check out. But yes, I have to do more of that club stuff because I do not live close to any clubs. Oh, look at the Juve fans jumping into it today. I love to see that. Good vibe. Hopefully this crowd pushes us along and we just, like Dal said, 4-0. Let's go for it. I did see that actually on social media. I didn't like look at the full trip, but I saw that they are organizing the trip to Italy this year. Yeah, fill in details. I don't know how many other people are from Toronto. There's a few. Of course, Instagram, X, all the official fan clubs, but in this case, at Toronto official fan club. I should mention as well, City Soccer, which is the store I go to in Richmond Hill. It's Young Street in Elgin Mills, and the owner, I believe he's Persian, but he's a huge Juve fan, and he's always got Juve things just hidden away. Oh, Lazio Coppa final and nice. So Lazio Coppa final and Udine. That is huge. That's one of the nice things with the fan clubs, especially if they're an active one, like the Toronto one is. That yeah, those trips that they organize, and they get first pick at tickets as well, as opposed to just like a nobody, like not in a fan club. I did actually pay into the membership of the Toronto fan club there a few years back, but again, just because I'm 4 hours away, I wasn't able to really use the benefits of any of it. But huge pass over the top. Not a lot of pace on that though. Juve settling in into the defensive shape. Illich, and that's Locatelli getting a foot in the way, and that's going to go out for a corner. So Trino looking for something here. They haven't looked great to be honest. Very very slow start for both teams. Uh, 15 minutes. Juve tend to start slow this year, and there's Perlin for the grab. Set first around Kurva Nord in J Stadium for the game over. Are you going, Luca? If you are, I would love to see images from the trip. Catch up on that when you go. We recently had Cugino, Eddie, and Sal. They were there at the same time, actually, a couple of weeks back for the inter game, the Champions League. They caught a couple games, and yeah, just really nice to see when the fans, just the people get out there, explore this beautiful city as well. Love Torino. If if you're going to Italy, first of all, if you've never been to Italy, highly recommend. Of course, Italy is a beautiful country. And if you are going to be in Italy, I highly suggest going to Torino. It's I wouldn't say it's so much out of the way. It's just not the most popular tourist destination. And I really don't know why, because it's beautiful, clean, friendly. There's still tons of things to do, lots of culture. Food is great. Food's phenomenal. Not gonna lie, like compared to some of the other cuisines that are in the country, like for instance, went to Venezia, the Venetian cuisine. Nothing to write home about. Torino, oh, so good. My mom's actually making hazelnut torte from the hazelnut flour that she bought when we were down there. So I guess I'm eating a bit of Torino here in just a few hours. She's literally cooking it right now. Yildiz, though, steals it in the midfield, slows down, working the touch line, gets it up to Cambiaso, moves it across to Savona, Wea, Savona, just pushing it around the outside of the box at the moment. They're going to need a bit of penetration here. Kalulu. Again on the left side where they've seen a bit of space early. But still just kicking it around the back line. Wea, Coop. Back to Savona. Yeah, and you guys are ruining for me. I try not to look, but yes, my stream is super slow today, and you're gonna ruin my celebration. But here's Cambiaso, crosses in. Oh, easy for Wea. Big, juicy rebound. Wea there to tap it in. And it's 1-0. And there is Kamaboko Compachero Murka. Timmy, yeah, let's get it. Let's get it going, guys. I don't have Dash here to work a soundboard. Because you know how he is on the. There's maybe sound bite, damn it. Oh, this is a bit of a lot let off. There we go.
Kimmer! Kimmer!
1-0. Let's get the score updated. Let's celebrate. Derby Della Mole, 1-0, 18 minutes. Booyah. I kind of hate how slow my stream is today. Cambiasso just outpaced the defense. Yeah, like Torino was just sleeping on that Cambiasso, and you know what? We've seen this the past couple games, and I'm loving the fact that they are starting to do this, where they're just gonna run at the defense. Turam has done that a couple times so far. We see Cambiasso now just doing it. Just run at the defense. Why not? Look what happens. Yeah, bag that ball. Yeah. 2 minutes away. All right, so we're back underway here. Torino dumping in long. Now, early goals for Juve, we typically know how this pans out from this point on, especially against, let's say, a lower table team. It's going to open up. I can't see them. It's the derby. Are they just going to sit in? Let's see what they do. New coach. You know, the old one, Juric, would just sit right deep there, make it really difficult. Torino's actually in a very bad string of form ever since they lost Duvon Zapata, October 5th, I believe it was against Inter. Yeah, just over a month now. Only won, trying to think off the top of my head, but they've only won a couple games. They're pretty low on points. I can pull this up actually pretty quick. But we looked at that on Thursday, and yeah, ever since Duvon has been out of the lineup, Torino, like they started fairly strong. They're at 14 points, 4 wins, 2 draws, 6 losses. So they had two wins and a couple draws early on, picked up a couple points, lost a bunch, got a couple games back, and now they're back in the slumps here. So apparently they're still in the slumps early on. I don't know if they'll be able to pick this one up. Juve's charged up, the crowd's charged up. Big feed by Coop. Here's Cambiasso running up the D again, right up the center, and puts it over the bar. You know what? A CPL game, so that's the Canadian Premier League. I was trying to get one into me in Halifax this summer while I was there, and I was there for work. That was the problem, is I couldn't quite make it work that particular day. It's the Halifax Wanderers. Was the Hamilton Forge? Which have nice jerseys, actually. I'm really impressed with Hamilton's jerseys. They're pretty nice in person. I saw some of them today. Uh, no, never been to CPL games yet. I was hoping to maybe see York United. That's the most hometown team for me, is York. Obviously, being from Richmond Hill, York region. Yeah, he cleans that miss pass up, puts it out of bounds. Uh, quit work priorities football. Uh, yeah, that's not going to happen. If I'm still doing this in a few years, then we'll see how it goes. But no, it's because of my job that I get to go all over the country and the world and do all that cool stuff. So I'm not going to just yet. Um, I was actually able to see a La Liga game because I was in Spain for work. So you win some, you lose some. Honestly, it is what it is. Dal. What are they doing here? BZ with the anti-American bias says he doesn't see what Weah brings to the game when he's literally our second highest goal scorer, brings the most important thing to the team, which is scoring. You know, I guess you could say here mostly Dash's fault. I shouldn't say the whole channel is anti-Doosan. I get frustrated. We have our things here, but here is Doosan. He has no foul. Here he is. And rate Milinkovic-Savic. And honestly, their Doosan did well to win the challenge to get away with the ball, but that was a let off. Good strength by Deshaun. Yeah, exactly. The strength was good. Finish needed some work. That's just like big tall strikers. That's all. Maybe not. Maybe he does have a bias against that. I wonder. Let's call him out next time. Tomorrow night. I'm still not 100% if I'll be there tomorrow night, but I should be. See how that goes. You talking about Dash again? He likes it short and thick, like Smerdione. Um, so he should. I wonder what he feels with like Gio. Well, Gio thinks I guess his head. Whatever. Let's just call it Dash. Whenever he shows up. Who's a good short striker? Like a number 9. Like Xerxes plays more of a false 9. What's Xerxes' height actually? Joshua Xerxes. Let's get the skinny on him. We're 50 million now. Okay. 1.93 meters. Yeah, okay, so he's actually pretty tall as well. So he's not a small one. Papu, okay. Yeah, am I the only one that thinks Way is having a good season, even with his injury? I would say you're about only one. You know what I think it might be is that he hasn't scored, like he hasn't had that big black rocket this year, for instance. When he said it was just all hair from Joshua Xerxes. When you say Papu, Chiro, you mean Papu Gomez? Look him up. He's 1.67 meters, so yeah, he is short. What number? He's not a natural number 9, though, is he? Does he count? I know we're splitting hairs at this point. And he met Papu Gomez as well there when they were in Detroit preseason last year, I believe. Oh, my stream cutting out there. My parents' crappy little Wi-Fi. Yeah, the ladies like it when you move well in the box. So it's quieted down now, the past 10 minutes or so since her goal. It is a let off. That's something I've observed as well this year. After we get a goal, we kind of back it up a little bit. Yep, it's essential to score. Movement in the box. Oh man. Savona going for the long ball. There's way a nice little kick back to Coop. He overran it. Too heavy of a touch. Of course, Coop. I don't know if you guys caught that 2 days ago. Yesterday, Coop's interview. talking about his injury. He's still in pain. He doesn't look it. He couldn't run apparently for 3 full weeks because it hurt too much. So after having a slow start to the season, not training, and he's off for another 3 weeks not training. I'm actually surprised. He says he's out of shape and not training, and how is he when he's healthy? Because he's got quite a bit to give already. So that's something to note. If we can get Coop 100%. Ooh, what happened there? Gatti on the ground holding his stomach. I'm sure he'd be all right, just the wind knocked out of him. Let's see what happened. Vlasic gets in the side of him. His ribs. Got it in the ribs. Play on, though. He'll be okay. Hopefully that's not another set of broken ribs. Just talking about Coop there and his broken ribs. And that's kind of how it happens. You don't really associate broken ribs with playing football. It happens, sure, but it's not like an ACL tear or a hammy, any of that stuff. Savona is a baddie. Yeah, he's had a couple bad games this season, but how many has he started? I want to say he's had 3 or 4 pretty decent games. Way using his pace to just force the matter a bit on the press, and that does end up resulting in the Torino giveaway there on a throw. Handing back to the crowd again, and it really is something to note today how big a fan, like the crowd are just so into it today. It's it's the Derby, but you'd like to see him give her every weekend like this. They're not quiet, but they're just extra loud today. Is it a handball by Coop? They don't call it, and then Thuram gets his legs in the way and gets a penalty. Time for Juve to sign Gyökeres. What's the plausibility of signing that? Everyone's looking at this guy right now. His name's been mentioned, it's been linked. I think his name's linked with everyone, and that's the problem. Torino take the kick short. Oh, and Vlasic from far. I didn't think they were going to do anything with it, but a big block, and that unleashes Kalulu down the left side here. Cambiaso. Oh, is that a foul? It is right at the edge of the box. Decent spot. Cambiaso again with speed. Or it's Kalulu. I should say it was Kalulu with speed. He brings it off to Cambiaso as he controls it. Just gets his feet taken out from underneath him. Beautiful spot. Vlahovic, Coop. Who else will be standing over this one? Not Vlahovic at all right now. So I think this is a Coop. Held by Samuel early. Okay, so setting up the ball. It's Cambiaso. I was wrong about all of it. Ooh, to Coop. Oh, was that a hand? They're calling for hand. I think it was a hand. Vlahovic puts it wide, and is there? Let's see what comes out of this. The referee isn't pointing at anything. So Cambiaso just takes it across to the other side of the box, and Coop is there. No, that's not a handball. It did go off like the top of his shoulder, but his hands were tucked, like just holding his hands behind his back. No way you can call that as a handball. Defender doing exactly what he needs to do to stay within the regulations there. And I mean, at the end of the day, nice little flip back to Cambiasso as they charge through again. Cross back. Here's Coop. Oh, just the last second deflection, and Weah can't pick up that loose ball. And it's getting close again. There's Coop taking a corner, right side. Pressure's on, 34 minutes. I'm loving the ebb and flow so far. Get the goal, catch your breath, charge in again. Be interesting to see the stats after this. I don't have my full screen set up here, so I'm not watching live stats. We'll look at that after. Too much excitement right now. Cross in. Punched out. Oh, Savage falls down. Gatti. Oh, there's a fight. Gatti was in the way. I don't think there was anything intentional in that one. I can see why Savage would be upset. But I don't think there was anything there. Let's see if there's a replay. Oh, they're shaking hands. Gatti and Savage. That's good. That's good to see. It was just in the passage of play. As Savage punched that out, he went to go catch his own punch. Mm. Oh, no, there was a push. There was a definite push by Gatti. That could. Bro needs to purchase a new stream. I got Fubo, man. Fubo. I'm just blaming my parents' internet. I'm at old people's house today, man. Like, work with me here. I'll reset it again at the halftime and see if we can get anything a little bit closer. It shouldn't be that. I'm typically not that far off the mark. 30 seconds, but I think we're over a minute right now. Let's see, Fought Mob. Let's see what they say, and I can kind of make an assessment here. 38-24. Ooh, that's a minute and 50 seconds off. That is bad. Ventus is greater than family. That's why I'm here streaming you, babe, instead of spending time with my family. Now, this is the first live stream of a game I've done for my parents' house. I have done, the podcast style stuff, or Thursday, Sunday type shows, which obviously there's not a sync issue with that. I can check the YouTube settings as well and just make sure that nothing's funny. But that still doesn't help my stream. I'm still back up a couple hours. Couple minutes. A couple hours is just a game. Can still check anyways. Make sure she's all lined up for you. Make it as best as possible. It's a good thing they're taking their time hitting this one off here as I check my settings. Actually, you know what? I can't even change any of that stuff live. So kind of is what it is. We'll try to fix it at halftime. We'll do our best. Currently at 38 minutes. So we're almost there. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me in any case. I know it's not as nice when you're that far ahead. Oh, big giveaway in the box. Big loose ball. Can't get it in the back. Third out, jumping on that one. And he's another player, past few games, starting to pick it up a little bit. We win another corner. And Thuram got a bunch of shit, to be fair. And he's like, no, no, man, I'll show you. And here is the cross. Thuram misses it. They're saying I say Mata more than I say my mother. If we're talking about just on like through TV and stuff, then yeah. Obviously, I haven't seen them in person. Yeah, I only see my mother like 2, 3, maybe 4 times a year if I'm lucky. I once went. I want to say it was 4, maybe 5 years visiting my family. So, it is what it is. We all have our own life. Yeah, I started the browser. Like I reset everything too before I started, just to make sure it was nice and fresh. All right, 40 minutes or 42, depending on where you're at. I'm hoping for a little last minute push here again, a bit of excitement, bringing into the half up by 2, kill this game. That being said, you're up too much at the half. The second half is usually pretty boring. So maybe you don't get a goal. Get in the second half. Good start by Juve today, though. Torino has not looked threatening whatsoever. They're almost not even in the game, it seems. The fact that they lost to Europe, like, that kind of shows. Like, Europe's not like a top tier coach. It's not going to be like a Champions League coach, for instance. But a team like Torino obviously did a good job the past 3 years just to keep them relevant. Foul here on Vlasic, from Vlasic on Kalulu. And not too bad, not too bad. Just steps into it, misses the ball, clips a bit of Kalulu. Coop is sitting pretty deep today, but he releases Vlahovic. He's chasing down, and that's seen out of bounds for a goal kick. Vlahovic getting his body involved today, though, which is good to see. Ooh, yes, right. The commentators here, this mention reminded me. A Red Bull connection with Torino. It does make sense from a marketing perspective. It really does. Unpopular opinion: maple syrup does not belong on pancakes. What would you put on it then? Like if it's not on pancakes, you gotta give me a solution though, right? Where else would you put it? So what would you put on pancakes? And then also, where would you put maple syrup? Where does it belong? Nothing, eat it plain. Really? The whole point of pancakes is like as a vessel for butter and maple syrup. Because pancakes, I find personally, are just like whatever. Pancakes exist so you can make product easily in a pan without like baking them for hours and waiting it to rise and all that crap. It's like, yeah, throw batter together, toss it in a pan, cook it, you got bread. You're savage if you're eating pancakes plain, man. Like even a bit of butter. Maple syrup. Oh, those are fighting words, nerd. Maple syrup is trash. Have you had the real stuff, or are you talking about like Aunt Jemima corn syrup crap? Like, have you had the actual real deal maple syrup? Because it's nothing like that crap you get on the shelves in like America. Not to say you can't get the real stuff in America. Vermont actually produces a lot of maple syrup. Those are fighting words saying maple syrup is trash. If you have a good quality maple syrup, you don't need a lot of it either. It's just there to add like a little bit. Don't say it's trash just because you don't like it. It's not like it's ketchup. Ketchup is trash because it's not real food. Maple syrup is tree nectar. It's literally just boiled down sap, and it's super healthy. Like for a sugar, it's one of the healthiest sugars you can actually rather have golden syrup. Like the fake stuff, again, like maple syrup, you can make it golden as well. You just don't reduce it as much. No, I will 100% diss ketchup. Ketchup is fake. The only reason why people like ketchup is because half of it is sugar. It's literally just sugar and tomato paste and vinegar. Ketchup is not amazing. If you're gonna say maple syrup is trash and then come back and say ketchup is good or amazing, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to try better because ketchup is 100% trash. There's countries that don't even eat it because it's trash, whereas maple syrup is a currency. I've shown up to foreign countries with maple syrup, and people have lost their mind. You show up to a foreign country with ketchup, and they're like, "What? Go fuck yourself." Tate and Lyle. That must be an English thing. You can put ketchup on everything if you want to ruin and make everything absolute trash. 100% the reason why people like ketchup is because it's just pure sugar. Now, yes, maple syrup is pure sugar because of science, because it comes naturally as a sugar. Ketchup only tastes good because they added it in. Ketchup on fries is probably one of the few things that's actually good. We're about to finish this half, anyways. And ketchup's absolute trash. Last play, maybe here. So a bit of a let up towards the end of the half. That is it. Whistle goes. Ketchup is greater than maple syrup. That's like we're talking about antimatter here. If you go into the black hole and now you're working in the world of what we consider antimatter, then ketchup is good. Because in our reality, the opposite would be true. And that is to say, it is absolute trash. Keep one thing in mind, sugar is very addictive. It's more addictive than cocaine, and that's why people like ketchup, because they're addicted to sugar. It's not because ketchup tastes good. Like eat ketchup, just eat ketchup. Just eat it, put it in your mouth. You can trust me, I've done it. I've done it live on stream. It's absolutely disgusting. But you can take a tablespoon of maple syrup, put it in your mouth, and it doesn't make you want to hate your life. Let's get into some stats. You can't convince me that ketchup is good. It is literally the worst thing out there for you. You might as well eat lollipops for dinner. All right. What's with the backgrounds lately? So on Thursday, the back was because of the whole NASA thing. We're making fun of it. Okay, do it right now. Show me. Take a picture. Pictures are never happened. Because I have it on video. I can show you me hating my life by eating fake food. The reason why this background is shit is because I'm in my parents' spare bedroom right now. So we're making it work. Let's get into the file model. Let's look at the stats. Oh, sorry, got to change my screen over. And there we go. Here, I'll actually. There's a better one. There we go. That's better. Okay, so 56% possession for Juve. A little bit lower today than what we have seen, which is still fine. XG of 1.32. Couple let-offs for sure. We could be up by 2 easily, but not quite. I'm not really upset. Maybe a couple Houston touches could have done a bit better. A couple of crosses, to be fair, as well, could have done a bit better. Total shots 8, 3 of those on target. Yeah, you want to do a bit better on the conversion there. Cambiasso as well, putting one over the bar. You can see them all here along the left side. They only have one shot, and it wasn't a very good one. It wasn't on target. 0.02 xG, the set piece that was blocked from Vlasic. So that was their only attempt. Was that one failed set piece? They have looked non-existent, honestly. Now that being said, Juve needs to do a little bit better against these non-existent teams to really just stick it in twist. Ketchup as a dip for fries is fine. Every condiment sauce has sugar in it. Out of all the languages, Dal Jones decided to speak facts. Okay, then explain mustard. Mustard has 0 sugar in it, unless you get some of that flavored crap. Vinegar can be a condiment. You English guys love vinegar. What happened to Douglas Luiz? They didn't really come out and say precisely why. Like, he was already injured. Okay, well, you're saying commercial mustard, check the ingredients. I have. The stuff that we get, at least in Canada, the French's mustard, is ingredients are mustard seed and vinegar and spices. No sugar. Now he's saying mustard's complete trash. I'm starting to think you have the palate of a 12-year-old boy. Give this guy some like processed cheese and ketchup and he's happy. They add sugar into everything, even American bread is classed as cake in UK. Yes, no, the bread is crap. The bread's not bread. I know in Ireland, Subway, they can't call their bread bread. You know, oh, is Dal still speaking facts? Because now he's saying mustard slaps. Okay, why is it always back to food, guys? We should just be a food channel at this point. Oh man. Okay. So passes 254, 92%. So the passing has been good. A lot of it has been Mata style passes, which back line, switch inside, feeling it out, not penetrating passes. Not bad when you're up 1-0, but still, these are the things that we've seen. We need to see just more forward thinking, a little bit more creativity. Coop has actually done a bit bad, pretty well. Sorry, he's been horrible. See, now they're saying he switched languages to lies. So Jeff, just Coop question mark. Coop's playing. He's doing all right. Let's look at the lineup and see how they're all doing. So Coop with the 7. Get some numbers. So 2 shots, 20 for 22 passes, 1 chance created, 2 block shots, 31 touches, 1 of 2 accurate crosses, 0 for 2 accurate long balls. I'm pretty sure he got 1 to Houston, unless they didn't count that because Houston kind of had to force his way through. But no, his stats are pretty decent. 1 for 1 tackles. He's doing okay today. 7 after the first half. That's pretty decent considering you have no goals or assists. Because yeah, here 7.6 is the goal. So one of the better performers overall. But that being said, as well, in transition. So let's break that down a little bit. He's had his chances in the box. He's involved when they're in the box, but he's also dropping back deep in the defensive phase. So that, in a sense, takes him out of the transition in that offensive phase when you go from defense to offense. but then he also is the one that is distributing that long ball forward, at least in a couple. He could at one point just straight up release Vlahovic, and that would be amazing. And he really has the ability to do that. I'm gonna say Coop right now, doing all right. Thuram doing all right too. The back line, now they're only the sixes. If Ona gets a 6.5, I think he's got a couple missed passes. 39 for 43. It's not horrible. Accurate long balls, 3 for 6. Aerial duels are on, 0 for 2. No defensive action. So as a defender, he hasn't done any defense. But that's sort of the story, is that the backline has not had to perform defensive actions for the most part. So their scores aren't going to be good. They just don't have the stats to make them look good in terms of the ratings here at halftime. Carrion as well hasn't done a thing. And then you look up top, Yildiz, what is he only at a 6.7? 12 for 12 passes, 1 block shot, 23 touches, 1 for 1 dribbles, 0 for 1 crosses, tackles 1 for 2, ground duels 3 for 4. His defensive stats are decent, and that's the problem with these stats, right? If you're a forward and you do well defensively but not offensively, you still get a kind of crappy score. But yeah, defensively he's done well. He's overlapping Cambiasso coming in. On a few occasions, Cambiasso was overlapped in. So in terms of the system's working all right. I wouldn't pay too much attention to these ratings just yet. On the Torino side, nothing's looking good. Their highest is 6.4, 6.5. They've showed up. That's it. They've showed up. I have nothing else to say. They've been dead. Overall 6.2. Juve overall 6.8. I think we got this going in the second half. Barring some sort of turnaround from Torino, I don't see they have anything today. See who we have on the bench. So here, Douglas Luiz, going back to that for Jeff, since we're down below now. It's saying late November. Same with Adjic. He's actually another one. We just don't think about him as much because he's down in the depth charts. What has happened is a good question because both these guys, it was, I think, end October, early November, mid-November. Now it's late November. Something's going on, absolutely. All right, as promised, let's try to. I'm going to completely shut down my stream and restart it and see if I can do anything better today. Let me know as well once you guys get going back to the half because I might just be 2 minutes out again. So quick reset. Yeah, come on, Fubo, let's go. Otherwise, in terms of this half overall, we've ebbed and flowed it. We haven't made the best of our opportunities, but way against that nice easy tapping. Vlahovic, a couple let off. One for sure where he should have done better. But I think we just keep on doing that ebb and flow. Run for 5-10 minutes, put the pressure on, step back, recover, go again. Do that 3-4 times this half, or at least until you grab a second goal. Mata, I can see it at 2-0, simmers down a little bit. I'm happy though. Can we do better? Yes. But this is by no means a bad showing from Juventus at all. What do you guys think? How are you feeling coming in for the second half? We also have, let's look at potential substitutions. Not many. It's actually been pretty easy this year to look at potential substitutions. Obviously, not the goalies. Take them out of it. You have Danilo, Cabal, McKenny, Conceição, Bangula. 5 substitutions, 6 options. Who will not come on, I guess, is the question. We're going into international break, so rotation isn't really a concern right now. If I was to guess, it's Danilo that's not coming on. Of course, injuries, sure. If, Gatti Kalulu gets taken out, or a yellow card, maybe then you see Danilo. Otherwise, Cabal's going to be coming on for Savona. McKenny comes on for Thuram. Fajoli for Locatelli. Chico for Weah. And Bangula for Yildiz. Or we've also seen a very late change there. We saw that last game where Bangula actually comes in as a striker for the last few minutes of the game. Now, I wouldn't expect to see that unless we are up by a couple goals. But also because we're going into an international break, Vlahovic could very well play the whole 90 minutes knowing that we don't have a game against a Lille on a Tuesday. Yeah, interesting to see exactly what we got. But maybe Yildiz stays on and you change up Vlahovic. It's an option. I should look. Something we should do in the history, through his youth career and whatnot. Maybe that's something we can do tomorrow night. Remind us. We can look at that for sure. Bangula, has he done any time there in a striker position, or is fought more left wing, left midfield? Isak, Isak, buddy, you might know this question if you're listening, or you catch us on the replay or the Discord. Misak's always around on the Discord as well to answer all those questions. He follows a lot of the youth, the under teams, under 19, under 21s, next gen. As we found out this past week from the shareholders meeting, over 20 teams from under 7, females, next gen, everything. Yeah, it's an under 7, under 9, all the way up. They got everything. Yes, the players are back on the pitch. I'm gonna resync again. Still hasn't started. All I can say is hopefully my stream's a lot closer this time. Probably not. Players in the tunnel. Get the scoreboard ready. Switch over. Get ready for the pass. So much harder. I need my home screens. I don't have enough screens here today. Bear with me for a sec, and here's the timer. All right, ready to go for the second half. I let it run. That's why it's at 60 minutes. There we go. 45 minutes. Sync this back up and we're ready to go. So how's your guys' team looking? You guys playing yet? We still waiting? Mata, Serie A record 47, 38, and 43. Winning record for a guy that's only managed over stable teams. There's a change happening here. We just saw the clock here. I think it's for Torino. Mob is not updated yet, so. Oh, no. Vitas Zanitis is coming in. Midfield, it's Illich that came out. I wonder if there is an injury in that or just tactic change. Second half underway though, and here we go. Get the sync going. Okay, and we're synced. Let me know how the sync's working. 45 minutes and 20 seconds. So I don't have much faith that I'm a whole lot further ahead than last time. Updates. Oh, my scoreboard's not changing. Why not? No. All right, whatever. Just gonna say it's the first half. Doesn't matter. Continue on. Let's watch this game. So it's UV with the ball. This is Coop sitting in deep again on the right side. It's an interesting strategy having him down there. Maybe a bit of an overload onto the left side of Torino. I don't know why specifically they're overloading the one side, but maybe just creating space for the left. Coop does come back centrally here. So Coop being given a lot of instructions today, it seems. He's back and forth, dropping in on the right side, dropping in deep. Long ball almost goes all the way through, but it's cleared easily by Gatti out for a throw. Record with Torino: 5 wins, 2 draws, 6 losses. Ooh, and as they show that, there's a quick giveaway throw on with it. Bit of interchange here, some good passes, and that's a Fowler card. Thuram down. Linetti again. So the ref today is actually see when the players play it out. Cards are bandied about, letting them hit each other a little bit with within the rules. Calls him back when he needs to, but has not flashed any cards whatsoever yet. It looked like he was a little stiff there. Wonder if he took a knock. Still expect Conceição to come on for him at some point. And I mean, Conceição now, he's going to tear apart this Torino team once he comes on fresh. I'm happy though Mata's made that change. Just for rotation, you don't want to overuse Chico. Weah coming off a couple decent games, got that momentum. Sure, give him the start. Get Chico in fresh. That's actually a great piece right now, working on our right side. Sure, Nico Gonzalez is out, but we've done pretty well. Ooh, Savage almost gives it away, but Coop ends up with the foul, and it does go back to Torino here. But yeah, just beautiful adjustment on our right side. Yield is, his backup is basically Bangula. We don't have any striker backup, but on the right currently, with Weah doing well and Chico just being as dynamic as he is, it's really, really nice to see. That's one of the bright spots of our lineup with all the injuries currently. Torino trying to go long, and they just throw that one away and turn it over. Might get both Americans on the pitch at the same time tonight as well. That's always fun to see. They work well off each other. I know Antonio from IFTV when he was on Gio's channel there, Juve Cornercast, he was actually mentioning about all the Americans on the Milan team. Musa as well. They got Pulisic, of course. Oh, Savona overrunning that. That was a bit of a rookie mistake. Yeah, I just kind of glossed over it again, guys. I did find Juve's second kit when I was at City Soccer there in Richmond Hill. Unfortunately, the second kit was 14 to 16. 14 to 16. It was all teenage, like kid. It was all kid sizes, anyways. So if you want a kid size jersey, the second kit, then yeah, maybe pick that up. I don't know if they're open tomorrow, but I know where you can get one. They did say when they got the adult sizes in that they were gone right away. First 6 minutes down, and not a lot to talk about so far. Torino probing. Kalulu gets in the way of that. So Torino coming off a little bit more offensively in the second half. And it's now Juve that haven't really found any offense. Very sloppy on the ball, though, Torino, once they get into that zone, they're not really doing anything with it. They're just dumping it, getting rid of it, turning it over. But they do have a corner now. And here it comes in. Misses everyone. Vlasic will get it, though, and bring it back into play. Another toss into the box, a loose one. But Way is there to just kick it down. Not the greatest clearance. Does go back to Milinkovic-Savic all the way in the back. And Torino do maintain for the first time. This is their first real go at it this game, it seems. And there's Locatelli to win it back. And Vlasic puts it up real high. Still Torino though. And Yildiz crosses that one out. Still no Torino. Winning the throw-ins, keeping possession, might actually get something out of this so they can string a couple passes together. I really nursed that coffee. That was like stone cold at this point. Might have to get a Juve mug at my parents' place here so I can represent on the coffee side. Another corner for Torino. Right at the Cordova. And there's Coop to head it away. That one's much cleaner, but it's still Torino. Juve just can't get any look at the ball currently. Torino finally looking a little bit better today. Hopefully this kind of lays off after this 10-minute push. So how's the sync looking, guys? Am I still off? So Perrine starts this back. Going long, downfield. Vlahovic misses it. Yildiz can't get on the end of it either. It goes all the way to Savic. Now he just tosses it back into play, and it's Torino's go again. So we fail to control any of it. Now, Perrine, that is one of the issues, if any, if we're going to split hairs here in terms of Perrine, he's not great in terms of using his feet. He's a great shot stopper. Great. Not the most modern goalkeeper, though. Dell's taking 2 minutes away. Oh, boy. Sorry, man. Good news is that I say that I shouldn't be away from home. I'm going to be away from home a couple more times in the next little bit. So no promises. But such is the life on the road, right? Vlasic with it now in the corner of the box. Locatelli tries to challenge. Oh, a bad block. Drops nicely. But Kalulu in the way. Big, juicy rebound. Almost worked out for him, but Juve defensively is still very solid. Oh, and our boy Chiellini up there in the stands. Dal's going to sync up. What a guy. Yeah, I don't know why today in particular. You know, the stats in terms of possession starting to swing the other way now for Torino. 10 minutes and Juve have not had very positive control for anything more than a few seconds here. Now with it, walking it up. Ooh, trying to find the feed through, and it's not there. But Gatti just barreling through everyone. And the whistle goes as it's a yellow for Linetti. Linetti getting a sort of, I thought that was Gatti at first. He's calling Linetti. Must have been a tug on Gatti there. Let's look at this one again. Oh, okay, sorry. My mistake. Lizardo gets it. Is Linetti contesting the call? So Sanabria gets in the way. They don't even show it. They just show Sanabria, but there must have been a bit of a shirt tug here after this collision. And there it is. There it is. Lizardo just pulling down on Gatti's shirt, and that's when it was whistled down right at that point. So first yellow card of the game, and another foul this time on Cambiasso. And Antti involved again in the play. I blame the maple syrup. I have to bring the maple syrup on stream next time when I'm home. Make that stuff homemade. Go in my backyard, February, March time frame. Tap them trees. Sweet, sweet nectar pouring out of them. Free kick. Little bit of a ways out here. Coop's going to curl this one in. Ooh, actually a bit of a decent shape. Curling in late. And that's out for a corner now. I thought that was a little bit straight by Coop, but I love that right at the end, how it just kind of makes that little dip and turn. Man, just drinking tree blood and enjoying it. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Curling in. Ooh, Gatti gets something. Nothing worthwhile as it bounces back out. With Lizardo trying to bomb down, but Way is there, and Way is way faster. Cuts that out, and it's back to Juve. So Juve finally getting a bit of control of this game back. Switching out wide to Yildiz. Nice pass, and Yildiz. Oh, beautiful. And there is another call. I was afraid that maybe it was Yildiz yelling at it, but it's Velkovic. Oh, I need some Polish guys here to pronounce that properly for me. Velkovic getting the yellow card. You know what black pudding is? Absolutely. I might even have some in my freezer. Yeah, I like pudding. That stuff's good. And yes, it's blood. I'm a big sausage guy. I know, guys. Have fun with that one. No, I love making sausage. I've never actually made blood pudding. My wife's side of the family, though, that's big where they're from. And yeah, absolutely. That's usually where I get it from. Oh, my girl's Polish from Dal. Dal's girl's Polish. My girl's Irish. Pudding is trash. You don't like it, eh? Admittedly, like the homemade stuff is much better than the grocery store stuff there. Yeah, whatever my in-laws make, good to go. It's salty. That's what I like. It's a nice little snap to it. I'm not huge on it. I only eat it once in a while when it's given to me. But yeah, I mean, pudding's got its place. I'm Swedish, blood pudding is trash, and I'm forced to consume it. It's just sausage. Just sausage with blood in it. Now, loose ball here. Torino man down. I don't think he got hit. What's he doing? Just taking his time. Okay, so now you're speaking Polish, and you're really gonna mess me up here now. Balukiewicz? Oh, you're pronouncing his name. Now I'm assuming the W's are V's. Balukiewicz. Am I saying that right? Oh, not the British one. It's just blood and oats. Really? Because the stuff I have does not have oats in it. That does not sound like anything great. Um, yeah, stuff that I'm used to is way better. Now, I've never actually spent time in England other than Heathrow Airport like 4 different times. But Ireland, I was in Ireland, and their blood pudding did not have oats in it. Showing away a goal again. Oh, that was a good angle there. So it went off Savage's back foot and deflected right back into play. Just the way his foot was angled made it a perfect rebound. There's Dougie. I hope he's okay. We need some Dougie back. All right, so we do have Ricci complaining about some discomfort here. Was he the one that went down earlier? We are getting the changes now for Torino. First one done at the half. We got 2 more coming up. So English wins are a big scab with oats. Well then, it just goes to show as well, right? Like you guys, like we could be eating the same thing essentially, but also just a completely different thing. I don't know. Maybe your ketchup is better than mine. I don't know. I eat Heinz ketchup. I mean, when I do eat ketchup, it's rare that I actually have. Here's my thing, and I've said it before. If you need to put sauce on your food, it's because your food isn't good. That's why you put maple syrup on pancakes, because pancakes don't taste like anything, so you put flavor on it, right? Like honestly, if your French fries are good, you don't need much on it, just some salt. Now, if you're getting like Burger King French fries, then okay, put some ketchup on it because they're trash fries. But for me, I rather prepare the food properly so I don't have to rely on somebody else's corn syrup, molasses, or whatever the hell barbecue sauce, you know? Yeah, Heinz is disgusting. It's just sugar. Now, I've had nice ketchup. I shouldn't say that all ketchup is bad. You can have decent ketchup, but again, the stuff that you get in the grocery stores typically is not the good stuff. There's a restaurant, a brewery slash restaurant, 50 minutes down the road from me that makes their own ketchup. They use a lot of cloves actually, and I'm a fan of cloves. All those Indian spices I absolutely love. And in that case, yeah, it can. Sauces and fries. I like mayo. I like malt vinegar as well, or just normal white vinegar with fries. It depends on the fry. It really does. There's so many different ways of you think French fries are French fries. Absolutely not. And it's actually one of my tests. If a restaurant can nail a French fry, they know what's up. Because anybody can make a French fry. And not just anybody can make a French fry, if you know what I'm saying. 65 minutes in now. And Coop stealing that one. Out to Weah. Time for a goal, guys. And he brings it all the way back. Here's Loka, puts it in the box. Vlahovic can't get there. Coop gets blocked out. Bit of a let offense was through. If that pass made it to Vlahovic, man, that was screaming towards him. Cambiasso here to throw it in. You need to mix mayo and Madras curry powder. I've had curry mayo, yeah. I don't know if I had specifically that one, but yeah, curry in general, man, is well, like I said, I love those Indian spices. Good battle down low, right on the corner. Who comes away with this? It looks like it's Torino ball. Locatelli just Voivoda working him in the corner. Doesn't come away with the ball, but physicality's there, which I'd love to see. Cambiasso does well to run back and just take that ball into the possession of Juve. And Torino looks a little bit upset with that. They are a little interchange of words there between the two. Not happy that Cambiasso threw that one away. And this is really why we need to stick and twist, because Torino have not looked great. Thuram trying to find his space. Yield is ripped down. No call on the play. That's a bit contentious, but ref is letting them go at it. A big loft and cross. Their crosses as well from Torino. Not looking good at all. Torino testing the call of the goal kick. They think it touched a Juve player there, but I didn't see any of that. Let's see what we have. If they'll even show it back. Indian food is veggie based. I thought it depended on which regional version of it you had. I know lots of chicken, which I won't complain about. Yes, yeah, like lots of chickpeas, beans. Yeah, I mean, vegetarian food is not always, especially the Indian vegetarian food. I'm all about it. I'm not the kind of guy that will get upset if there's no meat on the table. Like, assuming the meal's delicious, I don't need to have meat. Protein, though. Gotta have my protein. If it's chickpeas, yeah, man, let's go. The hummus, um, samosas. What else? What else do we have? So much. I'm probably forgetting all of it. Muslim spots have meat, but the flavors are different. Yeah, there's always different variations of somewhat similar food. Like all along the Middle East, their food is generally the same, but they all have their own little regional flair to it. Different spice palette. Pakistan's most are next level. Lamb and potatoes. I haven't had any with lamb. That sounds delicious. Lamb's got that slightly different flavor to it. That would be good. Bangladesh super spicy and more fish based. Now I can't say I've had much Bangladeshi food. I mean, now when I'm in Toronto is the time to eat all this food. But when you come home to Italian parents, I don't even eat breakfast, and my parents force me to eat it. They forced me to eat bacon and eggs today at like 8:30. I'm like, oh, I'm not even hungry. I haven't eaten since because so much. Pakistan more red meat based and spice. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to try to pretend to know all the regional differences in that. Chicken tikka masala chowder, all curries are normally Bangladeshi. Really? Here we are. We're learning. I didn't know that. It's all so close together, but also different. So 70 minutes down. Pedersen limping. Yeah, too bad Dash isn't here because he'd be going off on all the food stuff as well. It kind of shows the pace of the game when we talk about food. Game might not be the most exciting. Kashmiri mountain food is pure meat and barbecue. Yeah, a lot more hardy when you get into those more extreme climates and I guess geographical locations. Chico lacing up, getting ready. It should definitely put a spark into the game now. Oh man, you are making me hungry. Starting to get hungry. Yep. All right. Out to Yildiz. Working the left side. Here's the cross, and it gets cleared out. Locatelli with a shove. Can't get it. And is there a bit of a break here now for Torino? Nope. Locatelli comes back and takes that away, and it's back to Juve. So 71 minutes, no changes yet for Juve. Torino with 3. And here's the turn. Not with enough pace, though. Coop's actually walking backwards at this point. Now centrally to Weah. And it's in. That's 2 for Weah. They're calling a handball, though, and I think the ref is calling handballs as well. And it isn't a goal. Let's look at this. It kind of came up into his hands as it hit his feet. Oh, I want a better angle. Oh, yes. Came up off his feet straight into his outstretched arm, and that's definitely a handball. That sucks. And I just want to also point out, it doesn't matter if you're offside, handball, whatever, you still got to finish the ball, finish the goal. And here's Vlahovic coming off as I was about to kind of point out the fact that he doesn't really finish those types of goals, or you just kind of slot it in our far corner, put it in, no big deal. We celebrate and we move on. Vlahovic off. I'm going to guess now because Chico comes on for him. Chico takes the right. He does, and there's Weah in the center. Coop also pushing up there centrally. See how this works out. I mean, Weah is a striker. Not as much as of late, playing for both the US and Juve, as there's more out-and-out strikers on those teams. But he is naturally a striker. Even mentioned in an interview there last week how he prefers being a striker. Graham can't control. Loca with a big slide to win that back, though. Here's Chico cutting in and can't find the outlet. Savona support now. Chico getting back onto his wing. And it's Savona cutting in. Loca chips it in. Coop can't get a head on, but at the top now, Cambiasso. That shot blocked. Yield is fighting for it, and it's a throw in. Peterson sees it out. Still 1-0. This is getting a little too deep to be sitting at 1-0 now. Tucson is high IQ. You knew it would be allowed, so he misses. Oh boy. Okay, so Pedersen just coming off now for Sosa. That's their 4th change. I don't know if there's a 5th, because that's their 3rd change. They got to make all 3 here. We'll see the ticker. There it is. There's the ticker. So 4 changes. So it looks like they're not going to make their final change or their 5th change because they've already made 3. Interesting. So 75 minutes down. And this game is starting to grind a little bit. See if Chico can break something apart here. Oh, heavy touch by Coop gives it away, but heavy ball straight to Perrine. I kind of expected a tight derby, but the way Torino was playing, it should not be a tight game right now. Love to see a little bit more. Another giveaway, bad spot. Ambiasso trying to chase down. Still Torino. That cross in, headed out of bounds. We're not playing bad, honestly. It's not that we're playing bad per se. It's just with how bad Torino is playing, should be doing. This feels like the Udinese game, where Udinese did not show up, and Juve just did not have that absolute killer instinct about it. Motta said he wanted to come out in this derby and just give her. But the game plan's not really showing that right now. Chair caught the table. Sorry about that. Ah, Thuram stepping in to steal it. Just boots it downfield. And this is one of my criticisms with Motta as well, is that the late changes. Another injury here. Is this Linetti now? Okay, I'm gonna have to brush up on the rules. If you make a change at the half, I guess it doesn't count as one of those stoppages, right? It's the rules in place to prevent too many stoppages in the middle of the game, keep the game flowing. If somebody can confirm that, I'm gonna have to look up the rule sheet. But if you make the change at half, it's not counting to your 3 game time changes. Or players flailing all over the pitch. Ooh, tricky there, Cambiasso not getting the clearance. It's still not clear. Torino on it. Torino's going to collect though. Again, Torino, when they get the ball, it's as if they have no idea what to do with it. Oh, Torino goes long. Yildiz does get onto it finally off a deflection. Trying to dribble his man and runs into the wall. And he's on the ground. I don't know if he hurt himself doing that. He's limping. Let's see. Oh, he came down funny on his foot, is what it is. Injuring himself. He's back in play. He looks okay. If he is hurt, now's the time. 10 minutes left. Let's get Mbangula in there. Here's Vlasic. Oh, I thought he was going to launch one. Goes for the pass, and he passes it straight to Svoboda. And there's a body check on Weah. That gets called back. Ooh, and there's the yellow card for the protestation to the ref. Ooh, frustration by Coco. And he's in the books. Frustration. Oh, yeah, there's the body check again. That was a hockey check. Yeah, he yells. He slams the ball into the ground, gets the yellow. The ref's not afraid of giving out the yellows. He has done it. You see this with those kinds of refs too, is they won't call anything, and then as the game draws on, starts to close out, he'll start giving the yellows. I don't know if that's the best method per se. Oh, nice. Here's Weah. Back to Yildiz. We're in the box here. Ooh, and Yildiz puts it wide. I think that was a deflection. Player of the match, Kamiasa Weah, Kalulu, Coop Miners. Everyone from Juve. That just goes to show that nothing has happened from the Torino bench. But we are looking at a corner here. I don't know if Yildiz is trying a little bit too much tonight. Needs to simplify things. Cross in. Drops all the way out to Chico. Takes it long and goes wide. Oh, that was looking good. Good height, decent curl, and just doesn't tuck in. Calling it now, we will be hated on. BZ. We should tag team next time. I won't be able to do it tonight, unfortunately. I don't know, man. I don't know what that guy's problem is. He's always in the dumps over something. We have to remember too, Weah. Like, what are our expectations with Weah? We didn't pay much for him. He's a depth option who's getting minutes because of injury, and he's scoring while doing it. Why is anybody upset with that? Like, you have to be realistic. Now, when it's something like Vlahovic that you pay 85 million for and he doesn't produce, then okay, there's some frustration there. I'm gonna look up Weah and how much we got him for. I know it wasn't a whole lot. Nice steal back. And Cambiasso just puts it out, gets the throw. Current value 12 million. And it was 11 million that we got him for. I think 11 plus bonus. So pretty cheap overall, right? And that was a depth piece. A couple years ago, 23 July 2023. So it was only last summer we got him. So about just over a year and a quarter, year and a third or so we've had him. He hasn't had tons of minutes. He is injury prone. You can go at him for that, sure. Let's see. He so far has 7 starts, 3 goals, 2 assists. Oh, and here's Chico. There's some space. Curls it in. There's Will. Oh, yes! Yildiz with the header puts it in. Del Piero's 50th. He was wanting that one, and he gets it at the 84th minute. Beautiful play by the front three. Weah, Chico, finally Yildiz in the back of the net. Here we go. Hate it. Let BZ hate that. Screw him. We're not those guys. We're here to yell and celebrate 2-0, and we're putting this one away. Let's look at this one again. I want to see it. I want to see this interchange. Oh, he's happy. Yildiz is certainly excited over this one. back on the score sheets. Here we go. Okay, so over the top to Chico. You got Wea coming in the center. Yeah, just honestly, perfect. Torino not getting back in time. Wea sitting centrally, which splits up the defense, leaving Yildiz completely open for what looked like a pretty routine header, but to be perfectly fair, probably not completely the easiest to pull off getting that far corner in. Just clinical. That's what we need to see. That there is on point, and I love it. We'll just score another goal, but man, I should have bet on him scoring on Dell's birthday. It's usually when that stuff happens. Usually they try too hard. And I thought Yildiz was maybe trying a little bit too hard, but that one, chef's kiss. McKenny coming on. So Yildiz is off now. Savona coming on, or off? Sorry, McKenny Danilo on. Am I missing one? Is there not another change there? Savona, another decent outing. So that's Danilo going to be taking that right back position. He also takes the captain's armband. Pajoli looking cool. He's in the big poofy jacket. Savage dumps it in deep. So deep again, it's out of bounds. But it's a corner this time. Torino's got a couple minutes to maybe grab something back. I don't know. I don't know if they got what it takes today. This is what they're going to have to grab one off, though, because open play is looking ugly. Crosses it, and Gatti dumps it back out for another corner. Tennille's going to make us concede in 1 minute. So Janetis comes up for a second kick at the can. And Perrine just grabs that out of the air easy. Perrine, this will be his 9th. Oh, no, that's Juve, 9 out of 12 clean sheets. Perrine collecting his 3rd. Our backup goalie just racking up clean sheets, eh? It's not like he can only dump the ball downfield. He's not great. Like that's where Di Gregorio is, say, worth his money, if you will, is ball distribution, which Perrine does not have. But in terms of shot stop, here's Torino now. Sanabria holding it up, but Juve getting down deep and putting up the wall. Torino brings it all the way back here, 88 minutes. Torino's been on fire every season when he plays, though, honestly. This season, just because of the congested schedule, he's had a few more looks than usual, I feel, because we haven't played the Copa or anything yet, right? So he's playing actual regular season games. Got a Champions League game. I think Gregorio will get the red card that one match. And Vlasic curls it in, and it's Danilo there. Oh, Sosa big. Oh, I thought that was going to be the end of the record there. But a huge let off and just floats in Berline's hands, and he protects the clean sheets. Oh, just whiffs it, gets up on his shin. Berline's just there to collect the ball, doing well. Showing the Yildiz goal again. Beauty. And honestly, just the whole front line getting into that position to split up the defense. It just it's the classic, like too many people coming forward. Who do we mark? Oh, nice chip to McKenny. Oh, and that's kicked away. USA. 30 plus is prom for a goalkeeper. You talking about age? Has anyone been watching De Gea? He has been absolutely amazing at shot stopping. He's a great goalkeeper too. United trying to make him play out of the back ruined his career. They've ruined a lot of careers. So we're turning over the 90-minute mark now with 4 thrown on. Time to close her out. Another tackle there. Yellow card. Torino just thinks through it. That's Sosa picking this one up. He just pulls Coop down. Oh no, Coop gets that one. Interesting. Okay. I thought that was pretty soft in any case. I didn't think anyone really deserved a yellow card. But yeah, like I said, these refs, they do nothing for 60 minutes. Then all of a sudden, any little infraction, they throw the card out. And of course, everyone's going to yell out Torino e Bianconeri like it ever wasn't. Not in the last few decades. Liverpool with a 5-point lead now. Okay, let's we're almost done the game. We can start looking at some of these scores of the day. Liverpool up 1-0 on Villa. 77 minutes. Yeah, this could very well be the end of Man City's reign. I don't know if they're going to get hit with those 115 charges. Maybe Pep leaves, and that's it. It's the end of an era. PSG, end of an era. Madrid not doing well either in the Champions League so far. Not what we're used to. Maybe it's just one of those years where we see a bit more parity. Obviously, the table in Serie A looking pretty good, pretty tight. Yes, it's good. It's good when there's competition. About 90 seconds or so left here. And the game's just getting scrappy. Ooh, Kalulu. And who's that from Torino? There's some words spoken down there in the corner. Cambiasso calming him down. Yeah, Torino's just upset. They're rattled. Madrid always starts slow. There's that. But Inter not completely dominant this year either. Switching up Napoli in the lead. It's a tight race in Serie A. I'd have to look at the other standings across the different leagues, but I know it's not PSG out ahead, Man City out ahead. Okay, maybe Germany. Maybe in Germany. Bayern dominating this year with Vincent Company, which I did not expect. Just seconds left. And not the funnest game to watch. Couple decent goals. Definitely some slowdowns throughout. Chico, though, tries to find Coop last second and it's too far. 20 seconds left, and I'm sure this one is done and dusted at this point. Madrid will just about make it and then win the UCL again. Yeah, they could very well. They're crap this season. They have had some blowout wins, though. And that is it. That's the end of her. I'm gonna have to look at all the standings right now just to see where we're at. Let's see. Bundesliga table. Yeah, Bayern 5 points clear right now at the top. But I wouldn't say they've been crap. 8 wins, 2 draws. Bones coming in saying Weah is greater than Trashovic. Goals per minute, Weah is better. And I think is that 4 now? Okay, let's bring it up. So I will remove this. Let's get the thought mob going for everyone. I can spread out my screens now that I have a free screen with the game done. Just give me a quick second as I reorganize and get the thought mob up for y'all. Okay, here it is. Gonna put myself down in the corner. So specifically, let's look at Weah while he's fresh in my head. Getting a 7.9. 4 goals, 1 assist, 5 starts, 7 matches, 357 minutes played. So that's 5 goal contributions in 357 minutes. Whereas Vlahovic, 905 minutes with 6 goal contributions, started 12. Honestly, I know it's 6 goals to 4 and 1 assist, but Weah actually has better contributions so far. Like the stats don't lie. 357. So just less than a third less play. Yeah, 2/3, about 2/3 less play time. Honestly, Weah is on this year. Better game, better performance. Coop also seems like he's getting more adjusted. He's still injured too. Doosan has his UCL goals too. That is true. He does. But I am going to say, like, Weah's doing well. You can't deny the fact. We can go and compare the two all day. It's not going to accomplish anything. Dash isn't here anyway, so like we don't have to trash on Doosan all day. There's no point in that. Let's be fair. I also saying Weah's best forward this year. Doosan 4 UCL games, 3 goals, 1 assist. And that is something we'll give Doosan. When it really counts, he does show up. Again, I don't want to just put our own teammates up against each other. Yeah, Doosan in the UCL is different. I don't know why that is. If he just performed consistently in the league, would be running away with this. Speaking of the league, here we go. Of course, all the teams around us still need to play, but that puts us up tied with Inter at second. Now it's Napoli versus Inter tomorrow, prime. That's going to be super interesting. At the end of the day, I'm kind of hoping for a draw. And then, of course, Atalanta, Fiorentina, Lazio. If they win, they then overtake us once again. So tight. It's just super tight. The UCL attack and play more open, and we play attacking. That's also true. Gives them more opportunities. Is it a draw we're hoping? Yeah, just I'm saying it. Yeah, it is a draw we're looking. Can they both lose? I wonder if there's a situation there where like the fans get all racist or something, or they start fighting each other and they give them both a loss. I wonder if that's a thing. Maybe. Don't expect it to happen. Speaking of which, Ajax there during the week with the Tel Aviv fans. Not cool. Not cool. Don't want to get into the whole politics of everything these days. No, a little sketchy, but you can look it up. No need for that kind of violence. All right, let's get back. Let's get back to this fast. Let's spend a few minutes, guys. We're going live tomorrow night, usual time, with Dave and Dash as well. So we'll give the full deep dive, especially since none of them joined in today. They're going to want to have to speak their piece. So we won't beat the dead horse too much here. So Salah just scored. Is that another goal? Liverpool up 2-0. All right, 85 minutes. Looks like that one is done and dusted as well. Okay, otherwise, man of the match is Cambiasso with an 8. What did he do to deserve an 8? 60 for 65 passes, 2 chances created. Shot accuracy, 1 for 2. Successful dribbles, 0 for 2. Accurate long balls, 3 for 3. Tackles, 1 for 2. Ground duels, 5 for 8. Not bad. I guess in terms of being a two-way player, Savona having a bit less of a good. He's okay. He's okay. You're gonna see this from the younger guys where they have their ups and downs. Today, yeah, he was okay. Did his job. Had a moment there perhaps with a giveaway. Way with the 7-9. Flavish 6-4. Yeah, he didn't do much. And you can't even say like early on we definitely fed him. Coop 7-2, Yield is an 8, the Rom 7-6, Loca 7-4, Gatti 7-5, Kalulu 7-2, Pardian 7-8 for the clean sheet, even though you don't really have to do anything. Best player on Torino. 6-7, Lazaro. Yeah, he was okay. But Torino did not show up. 55% possession today, so that's less than normal. XG 1.82, so about on point. 13 shots with 4 on target, so they're 6-1. 2 big chances, 0 for them. Like they didn't do anything. Actually, passing it a little bit worse today. 419 at 88%, so less passes at a lower percentage. So that, yeah, interesting. Decent stats today. Decent game, 2-0. I would say it should have been a 3-0 game. Not going to lie, Torino was that bad that it should have been a 3-0 game. I'm not going to lose sleep over it, of course. 3 points in the book. Derby day. Yeah, that's Mata's. So Mata on derbies. 4-4 with Inter, and now 2-0 with Torino. So not bad. Not bad for the new coach. All right, guys. Well, unless there's something specifically you want me to bring up right now, let's go to the matches. We'll take a quick look at what happened today. Brentford 3-2 over Bournemouth. Crystal losing 0-2 to Fulham with the red card. 0-0. West Ham Everton 2-0 for Wolves over Southampton. Man City losing to Brighton 2-1. And Liverpool about to clean up Aston Villa 2-0. There's Madrid, a 4-0 win. Villarreal 3-0. Oh, Valencia still canceled because of the floods. And Sevilla still losing. Let's look at La Liga. What's the table saying these days? Barcelona ahead by 6. You better be right with Madrid starting slow because Barcelona's back on top. 12 matches in. Season's coming along, guys. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, just quick and easy day. Nothing crazy. We're going to come back tomorrow night, 5:30 Eastern. That is 11:30 Central European time. We're going to have Dave. We're going to have Dash. We're going to have maybe me. We'll see how that works. Maybe at least make an appearance. Until then, guys, as you're in, please like and subscribe. Definitely helps us out. I know Dave has been doing God's work there in Berlin. That's why he's not around as much because he works for Hertha Berlin. And they're just working this kid. Just working it. Otherwise, I think we're good. That's it. This is an excellent game. I'm happy. I gotta go. I gotta go eat my face off now, everyone. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm having steak. I'm having a steak dinner at my buddy's place. I haven't seen in a while, so that's what I'm doing. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I know Beppe is gonna go for hours. I know Gio from Juve Cornercast is gonna be on tonight. I don't know if PZ is gonna be on tonight to make fun of Wea. Dal can let us know about that. Easy day. I don't know what else to say other than it was an easy day, and we're going to break down everything tomorrow night. So I will see you there. Step saying later. Dal saying peace out. All our regulars, love you guys. And pay attention. Big match, Napoli and Inter tomorrow. And shortly after that, we're going live. So we'll have the whole table figured out. We'll get the skinny. Guys, thank you so much. I think I'm gonna play the music. Going solo today, no big deal. It's all fun. And thank you once again for joining. Yeah, if I'm not here tomorrow, I guess I believe it's in the States they call it Veterans Day. In England, in the British Isles, Canada, here we have Remembrance Day, November 11th, marking the armistice of World War One. I know it's a pretty big deal. I know in EPL they have the poppy on their kits there. So if you recognize that this weekend, I mean it's more of a somber thing. I don't think we say Happy Remembrance Day, but just recognize that's an important day for a few of us. Let's say the winners of World War One, those guys. But no, I mean it is for everyone, winners, losers, all the sacrifices that's made. So the remembrance goes out there for Remembrance Day, and yeah, we'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you very much, everyone. Remember, like, subscribe, get all the socials, do it all. Love you all. Thank you so much. Until next time.